Hey, beautiful souls. Imagine a peace so deep, it transforms your life. Jesus found deep love with God through quiet reflection. Buddha discovered truth through meditation. Their secret? The power of thought. Ready to unlock your own inner light and heal your heart? Let's embark on this sacred journey together, starting now. Your happiness will be great, and your peace will be deep. If you pray every day for wisdom, for peace, for greater purity, and a deeper understanding of truth, but these things still feel far away, it means you're asking for one thing, while thinking and acting in a different way. What is meditation? 1. Spiritual meditation is the path to connecting with the divine. 2. It's like a special ladder that takes you from earth to heaven, from mistakes to truth, from pain to peace. 3. Every holy person has climbed it. Every person who makes mistakes must eventually follow it. 4. And every tired traveler who turns away from selfishness and the world and firmly sets their heart toward God's home. 5. Must step onto its golden steps. 6. Without its help, you cannot grow into a divine state, reflect God's qualities, or find divine peace. 7. And the lasting beauty and pure joy of truth will stay hidden from you. 8. Meditation is deeply focusing your thoughts on an idea or topic to fully understand it. 9. And whatever you focus on regularly, you'll not only understand better. 10. But you'll become more like it, because it will become part of who you are, shaping your very self. Meditation is deeply focusing your thoughts on an idea or topic to fully understand it. And whatever you focus on regularly, you'll not only understand better, but you'll become more like it, because it will become part of who you are, shaping your very self. If you keep thinking about selfish or harmful things, you'll eventually become selfish and harmful. If you constantly think about pure and selfless things, you'll surely become pure and selfless. Tell me what you think about most often and deeply, what your heart naturally turns to in quiet moments, and I'll tell you whether you're heading toward pain or peace, and whether you're growing to be more divine or more negative. There's a natural tendency to become exactly what you think about most. So, choose to focus your meditation on higher things, not lower ones, so that every time you think about it, you feel lifted up. Keep it pure and free from selfishness, so your heart becomes purer and closer to truth, not tainted and pulled further into mistakes. Meditation, as I'm talking about it here, is the key to growing in spiritual life and wisdom. Every prophet, wise person, and savior became who they were through the power of meditation. Buddha focused on truth until he could say, "I am the truth." Jesus reflected deeply on God's presence until he could say, "I and my Father are one." Meditation focused on divine truths is the heart and soul of prayer. It's the quiet reaching of your heart toward the eternal. Just asking for things in prayer without meditation is like a body without a soul. It can't lift your mind and heart above sin and suffering. If you pray daily for wisdom, peace, greater purity, and a deeper understanding of truth, but these things still feel far away, it means you're asking for one thing, while thinking and acting in a different way. If you stop being inconsistent, letting go of selfish attachments that block you from the pure truths you pray for, if you stop asking God for things you haven't earned, or for love and kindness you don't show to others, but instead start thinking and acting with truth, you'll grow closer to those truths every day until you finally become one with them. To gain any worldly benefit, you must be ready to work hard for it, and it would be foolish to expect it just by asking, while doing nothing. So, don't think you can gain spiritual treasures without effort. Only when you start working sincerely in the realm of truth will you receive the bread of life, and when you earn spiritual rewards through patient, steady effort. they won't be kept from you. If you truly seek truth, not just your own satisfaction, if you value it more than worldly pleasures or gains, even more than happiness itself, you'll be ready to put in the effort needed to achieve it. If you want to be free from sin and sadness, if you want to experience the pure goodness you long for and pray for, if you want to gain wisdom and knowledge and find deep, lasting peace, start now and follow the path of meditation, making truth the main focus of your meditation. How to meditate? To begin, meditation is different from idle daydreaming. There's nothing vague or impractical about it. It's a process of focused, honest thinking that keeps only the simple, clear truth. By meditating this way, you'll stop trying to hold on to your biases, and instead, by letting go of yourself, you'll focus only on seeking truth. This way, you'll slowly remove the mistakes you've built around yourself in the past and patiently wait for the truth to reveal itself once enough of your errors are cleared. In the quiet humility of your heart, you'll understand that there's a deep center in all of us where truth lives fully, but around it, layer after layer, our physical self traps it. This clear, perfect understanding, which is truth, is hidden by a confusing and misleading physical barrier that blinds it and causes all mistakes. And to know truth is about opening a path for the trapped brilliance to escape, rather than trying to bring in a light that's thought to be outside. Choose a part of the day to meditate and keep that time special for this purpose. The best time is early morning, when everything feels calm. Nature will support you then. After the long rest of the night, your emotions will be calm. The stresses and worries of the previous day will have faded, and your mind, strong yet relaxed, will be open to spiritual guidance. One of the first things you'll need to do is shake off laziness and self-indulgence. And if you don't, you won't move forward, because the Spirit's demands are strong. Being spiritually awake also means being mentally and physically awake. Lazy or self-indulgent people can't know truth. Someone who has health and strength but wastes the calm, precious morning hours in laziness is completely unfit to reach spiritual heights. Someone whose awareness has awakened to its great possibilities, who is starting to break free from the ignorance that surrounds the world, gets up before the stars fade, faces the darkness within their heart, and strives, through sacred desires, to see the light of truth, while the unawakened world keeps dreaming. The heights great people reached and held were not gained by sudden leaps, but while others slept, they worked hard through the night. No saint, no holy person, no teacher of truth ever lived who didn't rise early in the morning. Jesus regularly woke early and went to quiet mountains for sacred connection. Buddha always rose an hour before sunrise to meditate, and all his followers were told to do the same. If you have to start your daily tasks very early and can't meditate in the morning, try to set aside an hour at night. If your long, tiring work prevents even that, don't lose hope. You can turn your thoughts to sacred meditation during breaks in your work or in those few free minutes you now waste without purpose. If your work becomes automatic with practice, you can meditate while doing it. The famous Christian saint and thinker, Jacob Boehme, gained his deep knowledge of divine things while working long hours as a shoemaker. There's always time to think in every life, and even the busiest, hardest working person isn't cut off from hope and meditation. Spiritual meditation and self-control go hand in hand, so you'll start meditating on yourself to understand yourself better, keeping in mind that your main goal is to remove all your mistakes to find truth. You'll start questioning your reasons, thoughts, and actions, comparing them to your ideal, and trying to see them with a calm, fair perspective. This way, you'll keep gaining more mental and spiritual balance, without which people are like helpless straws floating on the sea of life. Meditate on gentleness and forgiveness. If you struggle with anger or hatred, meditate on kindness and forgiveness to become deeply aware of your harsh and foolish behavior. Then, start focusing on thoughts of love, kindness, and abundant forgiveness. As you overcome negative traits with positive ones, a quiet understanding of the divine law of love will enter your heart, along with insight into how it applies to all parts of life and behavior. By applying this understanding to every thought, word, and action, you'll become kinder, more loving, and more divine. With every mistake, selfish desire, or human weakness, the power of meditation helps you overcome them, and as each sin or error is pushed out, a brighter, clearer light of truth shines on your soul. By meditating this way, you'll constantly strengthen yourself against your only true enemy, your selfish, temporary self, and build a stronger connection to the divine, lasting self that's tied to truth. The direct result of your meditation will be a calm, spiritual strength that will support you and give you rest in life's struggles. The power of sacred thoughts is immense, and the strength and wisdom gained during quiet meditation will enrich your soul with memories that save you in times of conflict, sadness, or temptation. As you grow wiser through meditation, you'll let go of selfish desires that are unstable, temporary, and cause pain and sorrow. You'll stand more firmly and trustingly on unchanging principles and find heavenly peace. The purpose of meditation is to gain knowledge of eternal principles, and the power it brings is the ability to rely on and trust those principles, becoming one with the eternal. The goal of meditation, therefore, is direct knowledge of truth, God, and the experience of divine, deep peace. Let your meditation start from the moral foundation you currently have. Remember, you'll grow into truth through steady effort. If you're a traditional Christian, constantly meditate on the pure and excellent character of Jesus, applying his teachings to your inner life and outward actions to grow closer to his perfection. Don't be like those religious people who refuse to meditate on the law of truth or follow their master's teachings, satisfied with formal worship, sticking to their specific beliefs, and continuing in an endless cycle of sin and suffering. Strive to rise through the power of meditation above selfish attachment to limited ideas of God or group beliefs, beyond empty rituals and ignorant thinking. By keeping your mind focused on pure truth, you'll find no stopping point short of realizing truth. Those who meditate earnestly first see a truth from a distance, then make it real through daily practice. Only those who act on the word of truth can truly understand it, because while pure thought helps you see truth, only action makes it real. 5 Great Meditations of Buddha. The Buddha Gautama said, "Those who chase vanity and avoid meditation, forgetting life's true purpose and chasing pleasure, will eventually envy those who worked hard at meditation." He taught his followers these 5 great meditations. 1. The first meditation is about love, where you shape your heart to wish for the well-being and happiness of all beings, even your enemies. 2. The second meditation is about compassion, where you think of those who are suffering, clearly imagining their pain and worries to awaken deep kindness in your heart. 3. The third meditation is about joy, where you think of others' success and feel happy with their happiness. 4. The fourth meditation is about impurity, where you reflect on the bad results of corruption, sin, and diseases, how small pleasures often lead to serious consequences. 5. The fifth meditation is about calmness, where you rise above love and hate, power and oppression, wealth and need, and view your own life with fair, perfect peace. By practicing these meditations, Buddha's followers reached an understanding of truth. But whether you follow these specific meditations or not doesn't matter, as long as your goal is truth and you deeply desire a pure heart and a blameless life. In your meditations, let your heart grow with ever-widening love until, free from all hatred, passion, and judgment, it embraces the whole universe with thoughtful kindness. Like a flower opening its petals to the morning light, open your heart more and more to the brilliant light of truth. Rise upward with your dreams, be fearless, and believe in the greatest possibilities. Believe that a life of complete humility is possible. Believe that a life of pure goodness is possible. Believe that a life of perfect holiness is possible. Believe that understanding the highest truth is possible. Those who believe this climb the heavenly hills quickly, while those who don't keep struggling painfully in dark, foggy valleys. By believing, dreaming, and meditating this way, your spiritual experiences will be wonderfully sweet and beautiful, and the insights that fill your inner vision will be glorious. As you understand divine love, justice, purity, and the perfect law of goodness, or God, your happiness will be great, and your peace will be deep. Old things will fade away, and everything will become new. The heavy veil of the material world, so thick and impossible to see through when you're lost in error, becomes thin and clear when you see truth. Time will stop, and you'll live only in eternity. Change and death will no longer cause you worry or sadness, for you'll be rooted in the unchanging and live in the heart of immortality.